I'm Karen Soli, and I was born in Granite Falls, Minnesota, born and raised, and that was the town in which my grandmother and great-grandparents also lived. I have been hearing and living in the shadow of the gospel of Jesus Christ for all my life. I have here a little darling little picture of me on the day I was baptized. I'd never seen a woman be a pastor. It had never crossed my mind. So what I declared at that moment in 9th grade really was that I wanted to be involved in full-time church work, and that's what I'd seen women do. And there was a circuitous path. I went to a Lutheran school, St. Olaf, and thought maybe I wanted to be an English teacher. And along the way, had different experiences, faith experiences, and with the congregation at St. Olaf and also some other groups, where I realized I really needed to stay with that. And I don't know at that time that I would have used the word call, and I actually think everybody is called to what God is having them do with their lives. Everybody. It takes different shapes, but that the journey of seeing myself as pastor, the Lutheran churches in this country had been ordaining women at that time for 5 years. I really didn't think women should be ordained. When I first heard my friend say she wanted to go to seminary in 1970 and become a pastor, that was even before the decision was made in 70. And I thought, no. I didn't say it, but I thought, what if you got pregnant? You know, what would you do then? I had the communion paten right on my stomach is what I did and served. I had the privilege of learning from Robert Jensen, who just passed away, one of our great American Lutheran theologians. And my opening theology course was from him. And I still remember him standing in the middle of that classroom. He didn't stand up front, he walked around. You know how they do. Saying, "Pay attention now, you are going to be guardians of the gospel. That's what your job is." And I thought, okay, that's what I'm going to try to do. I guess early on when people weren't used to a woman pastor, it was more distracting. You know, riding in an elevator at a hospital and somebody says, "I've never met one before." Or similar kinds of things. We'll just leave it at that. Sometimes kind of vicious, some kind anonymous postcards. I only had one person reject receiving communion from me. That's not easy, and certainly things in certain parishes where they just weren't ready to have a woman in leadership. Those were tough, but the good far outweighed the bad. And something I never imagined I'd do came after that. I ran for office, and I got elected. So I've ran and served. I'm a citizen legislator, that's what we call this, and there are 70 representatives from all over the state that come. There are 2 from this area, and I have served these 3 terms, 6 years, finishing that out. But I see doing that kind of service. I wasn't sure at first how that would work, but I feel like what I bring largely is a different way of seeing and doing things, because I respect everybody, and I don't start something from the position of being against something or somebody. I start from the position of seeing how understanding and solving problems. How should the church raise new leaders? Well, make sure you're preaching and teaching the good news of God's love and grace. I think that's what churches need to do. And make sure their youth programs and young people, but it's at all ages, but especially in those formative years, are really the kind of thing that's not just entertaining kids, but making a difference, being a haven for them.